All right, good morning. I found myself in lovely Bali to do my tapering set for World Champs. So, in a week's time, I'm swimming at Masters World Champs, and I've got a wedding in Bali tomorrow. So, why not do my taper in Bali? So, let's talk a little bit about what tapering is and why we need to do it. When I was younger and I was an elite swimmer, I used to train a lot of kilometers, and we used to taper about a week, maybe a week and a half. Now, this was what my coach told me to do, and we thought this was the norm. But there was one time where I got sick for a month before one of our main competitions of the year, and so for a whole month I didn't swim, I didn't train in the water or in the gym. And then when I got better, the competition was now at the beginning of December. I decided to swim it anyways. Okay, so now obviously there's also the factors of not having any pressure on me, but I decided to swim the competition, and I swam some of my PBs in that competition, not having trained a month before the competition. So it kind of shows you that each person's taper is going to be a little bit different. Okay, some people might want to taper a week, some people might want to taper 3 weeks. Now, how you taper and how fast you taper is also another question. So tapering basically is lowering the volume of your training so that your body gives more time to rest and recover and get into peak condition. So for example, in the gym, volume would be the amount of sets or the amount of reps that you do, and the weight that you do. So if you times your reps times the weight that you do, then you will find out what your volume for that session or for your week or for your month. You can look at volume in different scales. In the pool, maybe you're measuring your training by anaerobic and aerobic meters, and then how many meters you do in each of those. That would be your volume in swimming. But some people might have a different way of measuring the volume. It all depends on how you look at your training and how you program your different types of training. But essentially, doing taper before your competition, you are lowering that volume, allowing your body more time to recover and hit the peak condition where you want to be. A good example or a way to describe this is using the supercompensation model. So with training, your body gets fatigued and it needs to continuously recover, right? So if you're during training session or during training month, you do a couple of weeks of hard week, you need to give your body some time to recover before the competition. So as it recovers, you want to make sure it recovers past the point of where you started. Otherwise, you didn't improve anything. So if you look at this curve, it goes down, and then it will recover up to the same level as where you were, and then it will recover higher to where you were. Now that peak up there is where you want to be during competition, and that is when you're going to perform your best. Now, finding out when this peak is for you is difficult, trial and error, and it's different for everybody. Some people will reach that peak in a few days, some people will reach that peak in a few weeks. Whether you're doing long distance, short distance, or maybe even different sports, it all depends. It just takes trial and error to figure out what works for you best. Now, as I told you my story, for me usually it's a bit longer, but I used to do a lot more kilometers in the water, so I've taken a bit of a shorter taper this year, purely because I'm not doing as much volume anymore. So here we are. Like I said, I'm in Bali. I'm at this hotel with this beautiful pool. Nice hotel pool, to be honest. Most hotels don't have a nice pool like this to swim laps in. It looks like a 25-meter pool. So I'm going to do some laps. And yeah, join me. Oh, sun is just coming up. What a lovely swim. It's a bit annoying without a black line at the bottom of the pool. So I have to look forward to see where the wall is. Not ideal, but we'll make do. Also, the cleaner's cleaning on the other side of the pool in my way. So what does a tapering set look like? The competition is now 6 days away. And seeing as I only swim about 4 or 5 kilometers a week, definitely want to half that basically. So I'm doing a warm-up, basically a race warm-up. So I would do maybe 1,200 to 1,500 meters warm-up, just making sure my body's nice and warm, muscles are fired up, activated, and then I'll go into some sprints. I'm gonna go 450s, maybe about 25 meter sprint with lots of rest. So I don't want to fatigue my body out. I want to get to that top speed and give myself lots of rest so I can make sure I can hit that top speed on each rep. Then I'll go 450s with 15 meter fast, so lessening the distance that I'm going fast, and again trying to get to that top speed as fast as possible. Just listening to your body is always important. If you feel a bit fatigued on that day, just give it a rest. If you're feeling good, maybe give it a little bit more. Still a week out, so I've got lots of time. So this hotel's on our golf course, so I hope I don't get any balls to the head. If I was playing, I would definitely probably hit it in the pool. Time to do some sprints. I'm going to start with the 450s. Only hitting about 90%. Need to get to the 100%. Keep your head down, focus, get there.